Good evening, world. Welcome to Narcissist Exposure 369 channel. I'm your host, Welsh Queen 69. Now, I've got a new update. I've been doing a Level Counselling 3 advanced course online, just to prep for September when my Level 3 actually starts. This will be like the 3rd or 4th now. I've discovered a lot of stress disorders that I am literally linking to myself and what I went through with narcissists, with my ex, the narc. Now, let's just list these a second. Stress disorder, anxiety, acute stress disorder, general anxiety disorder, phobias, PTSD, CPTSD. Now, think about this. If you're in a freeze, I don't know what to do when you're dealing with a narcissist because your flight and fight response cannot respond due to the shrunk hippocampus and the high cortisol stress levels within your brain that are literally causing brain damage, by the way. Documented. It shortens your life being around these people. That's a fact. Scientific fact. Proven. But let's talk about this. General anxiety disorder. Now, that's focusing on a future event compulsively. Now, what do narcissists do? They future fake. They destroy your reality, make you think you're going insane, but they give you something to look forward to of what they're bringing to the table during that love bombing phase to big themselves up to be grandiose. See what I mean? So that has caused a generalized anxiety disorder within you. Let's look at the next one. PTSD. That's related to everything. All these stress disorders are related to all the same things. Now, stress causes it's linked to an imbalance or a lack of serotonin or GABA, which is a gamma aminobutyric acid responsible for limiting impulses. So you're not impulsive. But your impulse would be to fight or take flight, wouldn't it? I am disturbed that no one is talking about these connections and what it actually causes. Now, aminobutyric acid is responsible for limiting impulses. So there's your fight and flight response gone. So you're in freeze response. I don't know what to do. That's groomed into you from the abuse by the narcissist. Deny it all you want. Fact. You're overthinking about this future event, so you've been future faked. Your reality's being warped. So you've got generalized anxiety disorder. Then you've got a stress anxiety disorder. Now, that involves flashbacks. Symptoms are like anxiety, irritation without cause, restlessness, fidgeting, avoiding anything related to trauma, flashbacks, being easy to startle, problems concentrating, poor sleep, which is what the narcissist does to you to keep you on your toes, keeps you high-strung, high cortisol levels in the brain. So you've also got stress anxiety disorder during and after the relationship, if you can get away. Generalized anxiety disorder, future event faking, been through that. That is an inability to relax, muscle tension, insomnia, poor sleep, high levels of irritation, frustration, fast breathing, fast heart rate, muscle pain, shaking and trembling, sweating. It leads to a panic-related mental problems. Physical issues also suppresses your immune system. So you're literally getting sick. And I'm proving this as I'm listing this. So yes, you've obviously got this as well. I'm putting this in a book. This is not talked about. Acute stress disorder. Causes. Basically the same what I've listed. Inability to relax, tension, blah, 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 blah. All the symptoms. Sweaty, dizziness, chills, panting, nausea. You know. So you've got that as well. An acute stress disorder. Because when that interaction happens between you and the narcissist, you're stressed. Oh, you're stressed. You're unbelievably stressed. Push-pull dynamic. It's gaslighting you. You're being honest. It tells you you're wrong, you question, it has a go at you, you question again, it blames you from a past story for something you've done, then you're defending yourself, question goes, you're stuck in that disorder. Cognitive imbalance, cognitive dissonance, high stress cortisol levels that are damaging your brain, shrinking your hippocampus. Do you understand the severity of what I'm saying? Panic disorder. Intense anxiety without warnings or triggers. I don't know about you, but I was always anxious as hell when that narcissist came home, turned up, text. Have you noticed that if you're ever in contact with them afterwards, that panic disorder goes, but you're also still trying to please them in a way to feed their ego because it's been groomed into you. That's a fact. I mean, this is insane, right? This is absolutely bloody insane. Phobia. Well, of course, a narcissist is going to instill a phobia into you. How about androphobia? If your narcissist is a man and he's abusive, of course you're going to have a phobia of men then afterwards, aren't you? How about aviophobia? Fear of lying, because you've been coerced and manipulated for years, decades, maybe half your life, maybe your entire life. Maybe this person is particularly sociopathic and psychopathic, and he likes to lock you up in a box with bugs. There's your entophobia. Maybe he causes pain and then denies it to you, and that you're feeling things are wrong. Aglophobia. Maybe he locks you up. Claustrophobia. So there's your phobias. PTSD. Flashbacks. Major anxiety. So are you flashbacking on the reality that's been warped and what the narcissist has told you? Because you are. You're reliving it. It's called rumination. You're stuck in a loop. A self-traumatizing loop of flashbacks of the traumatic events. And these traumatic events keep piling on with the narcissist, doesn't it? So you've got PTSD. And you definitely got CPTSD from dealing with that for over a few months. Within a month, you can get all these triggers just from viewing what that narc would do to his partner or her partner. You get PTSD just from seeing it. How do you think it feels when you're experiencing it and it's happening to you regularly? Symptoms. Problems with PTSD is that it's related to GAD. Some scientists claim it's genetic. I don't think it is. And if it is, that proves that DNA has memory and we can reactivate our DNA memories, doesn't it? Going back hundreds or thousands of generations. So unless that's true, that would be the only reason this could be true. Some scientists claim it's an overactive adrenaline response. Well, yeah, that's probably a major cause of it. Because you can't run. You can't flee. You can't fight. So you're sat in your own little head, on your own little seat, going, what do I do? What do I do? What do you do? You've got memory lapses, inability to focus, you've got flashbacks, problems relating to others, sense of numbness, insomnia, poor sleep, again. This can lead to alcohol, drug abuse, depression, suicide attempts, problems with the immune system, problems with the heart. So if you don't like yourself and you're not feeling good, your heart, your immune system depletes. Heart goes high, stress factors. Immune system shuts down. Just like when you eat sugar, by the way. Causes the same thing. But do you see what I mean with this? How is this not insane? How about SAD? Stress anxiety disorder. Caused by unvalidating push-pull dynamics, natural responses being warped into your fight and flight and freeze response and the abusive patterns of the narcissist that they are creating in your life. Just by not telling you the truth. That's how serious this is. Panic disorder. Overwhelming emotions. Sweatiness. Well, you're going to have that as soon as you leave the narc, aren't you? I'm going to finish this course and I'm going to give you an update. Thanks for listening.